I tracked 200 War Thunder games, and these are the worst BRs in the game. But first, let's get into why I'm doing this. 2 months ago, I released a video about how bad War Thunder teammates are. However, it didn't go in depth enough for my liking, and so I decided to really see what was going on. So I created a spreadsheet, started recording games, and 2 months later, we have some really interesting data. Now you may be asking, what data is there to gather to see how bad teammates are? Well, it's pretty simple. I counted the team kills and the crashes for each game I played. For every battle rating step, I played 5 games. And recorded the team kills and crashes for each and every game. Then we averaged down each of the 5 games into one number. Playing multiple games at each battle rating step and then averaging it helps us remove outliers in the data. However, because there's a lot of battle rating steps, we had to play a total of 195 games to get every single battle rating step. And trust me, we did.
We will get to what is the worst BR for teammates in a moment, but let's go over some interesting data we gathered before that. The highest team kills in a single match we had was at 10.7, and there was 5 team kills in a single game. The highest crash total in a single match was at 1.3, and we had 14 players crash. Over 195 games, we had a total of 120 team kills and 614 crashes, which, on average, comes out to about 0.8 team kills per game and 3.1 crashes per game. This comes out to about 5 crashes to every team kill, or more precisely, 5.1. This number will be relevant later. Now, let's get on to what BR is the worst, but first, if you want to see this data for yourself, the spreadsheet is available in the Discord server in the description.
To figure out what the best and worst BR is, we'll have to find some way to rank them. However, we can't just use crashes or team kills, because while the highest crashes is around 2.0, the highest team kills is around 10.0, so we need to figure out a way to merge these together. To do this, I created my own way to rank them, a way I call skill score. Remember that other statistic that there are 5 crashes for every team kill? Well, that's a good basis to start on.
I figured that a point system is needed. And for 1 team kill, each BR gets 5 unskill points.
And for every 1 crash, each BR gets 1 unskill point. It's a bit of a long process, but do bear with me. Whenever these are tallied, remove the amount of unskill points away from the number 12, and then you have a score out of 10. For example, let's take the BR7. The formula to calculate this score is 12 kills times 5 plus C. It becomes this. 12, 0.7 times 5 plus 2.6, which comes out to a score of 5.9. So now we know exactly how I rank them. Let's get into the final results.
Before we get into what I've found as the worst battle rating, I'll just stop to say that I am not monetized at all. Unlike big channels on YouTube, I've tried to keep this video as short as possible in order for it to be the most useful and most entertaining for you. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't like that. It'll mean that YouTube doesn't recommend the video as much to people. And if you've watched all this way, all I'm saying is that that like button's looking pretty nice. It'll help this video spread, and it'll help my channel grow. Anyway, that's enough time wasted begging. I'll get into the final part. This is the graph for the amount of team kills, with the BR here and the average team kills here. Now this is the graph for crashes, and while it may seem about the same, this is how the graphs look at the same scale. Big difference. Now if you compare them over top of each other, you can kind of see that they follow the same trend at the end, but are the complete opposite at the start. I'm not certain, but my guess for why this is that team kills at lower battle ratings are incredibly rare. Not only because there's no missiles to accidentally team kill with, but it's also newer players that are less likely to maliciously kill. Now here's the final graph, showing the calculated skill score of teammates in every BR. You can see it starts off at solid high 5s to low 6s, but then goes up significantly around BR5 and peaks at BR6. Past BR6 it drops back to the high 5s and low 6s and plummets to below 2 around BR10. This, ladies and gentlemen, surprising absolutely nobody, is where we find our worst players. Well, thanks for watching my awful video.